In standard algorithmic backtests, buying a resistance breakout looks like a guaranteed path to alpha. You see a clean break, your bot triggers a market order, and the theoretical profit soars. But in live high-frequency markets, this exact setup is a predatory trap designed to liquidate you. The classical breakout model is mathematically naive. It generates a definitive signal the exact moment the current price exceeds a rolling historical maximum. Let us examine the baseline equation powering thousands of failing retail trading bots. This formula inherently assumes that price movement validates true market intent. On a daily macroeconomic chart, this assumption holds perfectly. But when we compress this logic into the intraday microstructure, the mechanics violently break down. Institutional market makers can push the price marginally above resistance with trivial volume. They intentionally trigger the cluster of retail stop-loss orders resting just above the line. Once the liquidity is swept, they dump inventory, causing a massive, immediate reversal. To survive, we must abandon price-based triggers and engineer a system that measures true order flow pressure. Price charts only show the historical shadow of the market. The limit order book shows the future. To measure true order flow pressure, we must look inside the microstructural engine. Here, liquidity rests at discrete price levels, waiting to be consumed by aggressive orders. Green bars represent the bids, buyers waiting patiently to acquire inventory. Red bars represent the asks, sellers actively defending their positions. The empty void between them is the spread, where market orders cross the divide. Standard algorithmic bots calculate the center of this spread using the mid-price. It blindly averages the best bid and best ask, assuming equal gravitational pull. But watch what happens when an institutional whale stacks massive resting volume on the bid. The mid-price remains completely static. It is mathematically blind to structural imbalance. In high-frequency environments, resting volume acts as a repelling force. Price will naturally be pushed away from the heavy side, and attracted to the thinner side. To capture this, we calculate the volume-weighted microprice. We mathematically cross-weight the spread using the opposing resting liquidity. Observe how the microprice dynamically shifts to reflect true buying pressure. It decouples from the raw spread, revealing the true directional bias of the market. To calculate this at sub-millisecond speeds, we need a strict data architecture. We engineer a hierarchical data structure in Python to ingest level 2 fixed data. The bid and ask arrays must update asynchronously, providing order 1 access. But relying purely on resting limit orders introduces a catastrophic vulnerability. High-frequency predators manipulate the limit order book using spoofing tactics. They flash massive ghost volume to intentionally skew our microprice calculation. Our algorithm interprets this as real pressure, triggering a preemptive buy order. Microseconds before execution, the predator cancels the ghost liquidity, and dumps their inventory. Our theoretical advantage violently collapses under the weight of market manipulation. Spoofing exploits intent. To survive, we must stop analyzing what the market promises, and measure what it executes. Resting limit orders can vanish in microseconds, but a filled market order leaves an immutable footprint. We shift our focus to trade flow imbalance, measuring the net aggression of executed capital. Mathematically, we aggregate the volume of aggressive buy orders against aggressive sell orders. We normalize this difference by the total volume traded within our observation window. This bounds our imbalance metric strictly between -1 and +1. Notice how TFI ignores the flashing, cancelled orders in the limit book entirely. It reacts solely to hard, executed capital, revealing the true institutional footprint. In Python, we engineer a rolling accumulator to ingest tick-by-tick trade data. Every executed trade is classified by the tick rule to dynamically update our running imbalance. But relying on standard time-based accumulation windows introduces a catastrophic sampling distortion. During volatility spikes, a 1-minute chronological window might capture 10,000 trades, or just 10. This severe chronological distortion causes our signal to lag exactly when we need it most. To fix this, we must completely abandon the concept of time. Time is a flawed metric in financial markets. We must sample the microstructure using volume time. Instead of waiting for a chronological clock to tick, we wait for a specific threshold of volume to trade. This guarantees that our system samples the market exactly when institutional activity is highest. We deploy the volume-synchronized probability of informed trading, known as VPN. It measures the absolute imbalance between buyer and seller aggression within equal volume buckets. By holding the volume denominator constant, VPN isolates pure directional toxicity. Watch how dynamic volume buckets absorb incoming trades. During high volatility, buckets fill and trigger rapidly. In quiet markets, they patiently wait. The chronological distortion is mathematically eliminated. Our Python architecture routes incoming order flow into these dynamic memory buffers. Once a buffer reaches target capacity, the VPN metric is calculated, and the buffer flushes. But executing this logic inside a pure Python event loop exposes a critical engineering bottleneck. Raw level 2 fix feeds broadcast millions of binary packets per second. The sheer velocity of the incoming data stream instantly overflows Python's memory queue. Our logic is sound, but our parsing engine is fundamentally too slow to survive the data hose. Standard Python string manipulation creates massive garbage collection overhead. When ingesting level 2 fixed data, decoding millions of binary packets into UTF-8 strings is fatal. It instantly suffocates the Python event loop, causing execution latency to spike. To survive the data hose, we must bypass object allocation entirely using zero-copy memory views. The Financial Information Exchange Protocol transmits order book updates as a continuous byte stream. Instead of decoding the payload, we treat it strictly as a raw memory buffer. Notice the structure. Tag 270 represents the exact price, followed by the actual numeric value. By mathematically sliding a pointer, we locate these byte offsets without creating a single new string. Let us engineer the high-performance fix ingestion loop in Python. We initialize the binary tags, strictly searching for the ASCII pipe delimiter in raw bytes. The memory view object slices the byte array directly at the underlying C level. This pointer arithmetic bypasses the Python interpreter's object overhead completely. With zero string allocations, the Python pipeline effortlessly absorbs millions of messages. The memory queue bottleneck is mathematically eliminated, restoring microsecond synchronization. But achieving infinite ingestion speed introduces a new, highly dangerous vulnerability. By processing every tick instantly, our system now perfectly captures extreme market noise. Institutional predators intentionally broadcast microscopic, meaningless price oscillations. They do this to trap poorly filtered high-frequency bots into executing premature market orders. We are no longer lagging, but our zero-copy engine is now violently churning on false micro-breakouts. To eliminate false micro-breakouts, we cannot rely on static price thresholds. We must encapsulate the market noise within a dynamic, mathematically rigorous boundary. Only executed volume that violently breaches this adaptive volatility band is considered true alpha. We calculate an adaptive threshold using the rolling mean and standard deviation of our VPN metric. This creates an expanding and contracting envelope that breathes with market volatility. Watch how the adaptive bands naturally absorb standard market churn. False signals are mathematically swallowed, leaving only true institutional sweeps exposed. Let us engineer this dynamic filtering architecture in Python. We maintain rolling state buffers to compute standard deviation efficiently without looping. But running complex floating point mathematics in Python introduces our final, fatal bottleneck. By the time the interpreter calculates the threshold and dispatches the order, the high-frequency market has already moved. We have the perfect signal, but we are mathematically too slow to capture the spread. Python is the perfect language for quantitative research and dynamic signal generation. But the absolute truth of market microstructure is that alpha decays exponentially with time. To capture the spread before institutional market makers pull their liquidity, we must transition to C++. By utilizing kernel bypass networking, a C++ engine can dispatch orders in single-digit microseconds. Let us construct a zero-latency memory-mapped interface between our Python logic and C++ execution. Notice how the C++ architecture strips away all object-oriented overhead, executing pure binary packed structs. Our hybrid architecture is now complete, Python intelligence flawlessly fused with C++ velocity. Data flows seamlessly from the socket, through the adaptive filter, and out to the exchange. This is the reality of modern microstructure trading. Theoretical math means nothing without engineering execution. Thank you for joining this masterclass. If you want to survive in the algorithmic trenches, subscribe to the Omnicast network, like this video, and stay rigorous.